Your person longs to create new and lasting memories with you, moments filled with laughter, warmth, and shared experiences that deepen your bond. They imagine a future where both of you wake up side by side, where simple daily routines become meaningful because they are done together. In their heart, they see you as their true partner, someone who completes them in a way no one else ever could. They want a life that is peaceful, filled with love, and surrounded by the comfort of home and family. When they think about their future, they see you in it, not as a fleeting presence, but as the center of their world. You are, in every sense, their soulmate. Even though your person may be moving slowly right now, this isn't because they are uncertain about you. On the contrary, they are taking their time because they want to do things right. They've likely made mistakes in the past, rushing into relationships or situations that weren't built on strong foundations. This time, they don't want to repeat that pattern. They are learning to be patient and thoughtful because they understand the value of what you two share. Their love for you has depth. It's not based on impulse or fleeting attraction, but on genuine connection and emotional truth. When they finally decide to come forward again, it will be with full commitment and clarity. There will be no doubt, no hesitation, and no turning back. It might seem, from your perspective, like nothing is happening, like everything is stagnant and uncertain. But beneath the surface, the universe is quietly aligning things in your favor. Your person is growing, healing, and learning lessons that will prepare them to meet you in a better, more stable place. Sometimes, progress doesn't look like movement, it looks like stillness. It looks like silence and distance. But even in that silence, things are shifting. This connection is divinely guided, and every delay has a purpose. Your person feels the same emotions you do, perhaps even more intensely. The bond you share has not weakened with time or distance, if anything, it has grown stronger. They often find themselves thinking of you at unexpected moments, wondering how you are, missing your voice, your laugh, your energy. You have left an imprint on their heart that cannot be erased. They've realized that no matter how busy life becomes, no matter how far apart you may be physically, their feelings for you remain unwavering. This realization has given them clarity. What they feel for you isn't temporary, it's real and enduring. They aren't rushing toward you because they want something meaningful and lasting. They understand that true love requires patience, emotional maturity, and honesty. They want to make sure that when they come to you, it's not with half measures or uncertainty, but with a clear heart and mind. They want a relationship built on trust, stability, and mutual respect. They have learned that love is not about speed, it's about intention. Even though communication between you may be limited or strained right now, it doesn't change what they feel. Silence cannot erase love. Distance cannot weaken the bond that connects two souls meant to be together. They may not always express it outwardly, but in their heart, they are constantly sending love your way. They think about the times you've shared, the conversations that went deep into the night, and the way you've made them feel seen and understood. You've changed them in ways they didn't expect. Because of you, they have become more self-aware, more compassionate, and more open to love. They are truly grateful for you, for this connection, and for the personal growth that has come as a result of knowing you. You've been a mirror, reflecting their strengths and weaknesses, helping them see who they truly are and what they want in life. You've awakened something within them that had long been dormant, a desire to love deeply and to be loved in return. They recognize now that this connection isn't an accident, it's a gift, something rare and precious. At this moment, you might be silent or distant, perhaps protecting your heart or waiting for clarity. Your silence, while understandable, has been difficult for them. They feel the absence of your voice, the emptiness where your energy used to be. It's become a source of quiet frustration and longing. They replay old memories, searching for comfort, but nothing quite replaces the real you. It feels like a piece of them is missing when you're not around. This separation, whether emotional or physical, has been a test for both of you. It's teaching patience, resilience, and trust. But your person is reaching a point where they no longer want to stay silent. The weight of not expressing how they feel is becoming too heavy to bear. They are ready to take a risk, to step forward and open their heart again. Even though they fear rejection or misunderstanding, being away from you feels far worse. For them, not being near you is like living in a constant state of emotional ache. They long for your presence, the warmth of your smile, the calmness of your voice, the comfort of simply being near you. Your person wants you to know that this love is real. It's not a passing phase or an illusion. They are choosing you, not because of convenience, but because of connection. They see a life where both of you grow together, support each other's dreams, and build something that lasts. They want a future where love isn't about fear or uncertainty, but about peace and belonging. So even if things appear still right now, know that love is working quietly in the background. The story between you and your person is far from over. In their heart, they've already chosen you, and when the time is right, they will return, this time for good. Of course, I love you deeply, genuinely, and beyond the limits of what words can easily express. From the moment I first saw you, I've always found you incredibly attractive, not just in the physical sense, but in the way your presence fills the space around you. There's something almost ethereal about the way you move through the world, something magnetic that seems to draw people in effortlessly. You're beautiful, yes, but your beauty goes far beyond appearance. It's in your aura, in the calm confidence that surrounds you, in the way your energy speaks before you even say a word. What's fascinating is that it's not only men who are drawn to you. I've noticed that women, too, are captivated by your essence. They admire you, sometimes even aspire to be like you, because you embody a rare balance of strength and softness that's hard to find. You have a natural charisma that doesn't seek attention, it simply receives it. You don't try to be magnetic, you just are. People are curious about you, almost compelled to look your way, to understand what makes you so different, so luminous. And I think it's because you hold a kind of authenticity that's increasingly rare in this world. You possess a quality, a quiet power, that cannot be taught or imitated. It's something that comes from deep within, from your experiences, your soul, and your connection with the world around you. Your energy is something I've never encountered before. It's warm and peaceful, yet wild and untamed at the same time. It's nurturing, like the gentle embrace of home, but it's also fierce, like the call of the wilderness. I often sense this duality in you, this dance between serenity and intensity, and it leaves me in awe. Sometimes, I see you as a lioness, poised, protective, regal, and commanding respect without ever demanding it. You carry that majestic presence effortlessly, and it's one of the many reasons you stand out in any crowd. Every time I see you, I discover something new about you. It's as if layers of your being reveal themselves slowly, almost purposefully, giving just enough to keep one enchanted but never enough to fully understand you. There's always a mystery surrounding you, and that mystery is what makes you so mesmerizing. I've met many people in my life, but no one has ever intrigued me the way you do. You're captivating and intimidating all at once, a paradox of grace and fire, peace and passion. Beyond your outer charm, there's a depth to you that feels infinite. You carry a wisdom that's well beyond your years, especially when it comes to the spiritual and astrological realms. You see patterns in the universe that most people overlook. You understand energies, emotions, and vibrations in a way that feels almost supernatural. You can read people, their moods, intentions, even their hidden wounds, with uncanny accuracy. It's as if your soul is finely tuned to frequencies others can't perceive. And that gift, that spiritual sensitivity, is what makes you so rare. You're not just living on the surface of existence, you're deeply connected to the unseen, the mystical, the divine. Sometimes, I wonder if you even realize the power you hold, the way your presence affects others, the way your words linger long after you've spoken them. You have this natural ability to heal without trying, to inspire without preaching, to awaken something within people simply by being yourself. I think that's part of why being away from you feels so strange. Even when there's distance between us, your energy lingers. It's like I can still feel you, your warmth, your pulse, your essence, no matter where I am. This physical separation, though, it hurts more than I'd like to admit. There's an ache that sits quietly in my chest, an emptiness that grows stronger whenever I think of you. It's not just longing, it's the awareness that, on some energetic level, you're still close, still connected to me, and yet, in the physical world, you're out of reach. It's such a paradox, to feel someone so vividly without being able to touch them. I sometimes catch glimpses of you in small moments, in the way sunlight falls through a window, in a familiar scent carried by the breeze, in a song that suddenly plays and feels like it's speaking directly to me. It's as if the universe keeps reminding me that you're still present, that our connection transcends physical distance. There are times when I wonder where you are right now, what you're doing, what thoughts are crossing your mind, whether you ever think of me in return. I find myself wanting to know what's really happening in your life, not just on the surface, but deep within your heart. I want to know what you're feeling, what you're dreaming about, what's inspiring you these days. I want to understand the new layers of who you've become since we last met, because you're always evolving, always growing into a fuller, brighter version of yourself. And yet, part of me understands that maybe this distance is meant to teach me something. Maybe it's reminding me that love isn't always about possession or proximity. Sometimes it's about connection that exists beyond time and space, a bond that's felt, not seen. Still, it doesn't make it any easier. I miss your energy, your laughter, your presence. I miss the way you made the world feel alive and meaningful. Even though we may be apart, I carry you with me in spirit. You've left an imprint on my soul that won't fade. Wherever you are, I hope you feel the love and admiration that flow endlessly from my heart toward you. You are mesmerizing, powerful, gentle, and wild, a rare and beautiful soul I'll never forget. Your partner is currently standing at a deeply emotional crossroads in their life, one that is stirring powerful feelings they can no longer ignore. There's a strong pull within them, a growing desire to confess their love to you, to finally release the emotions they've kept buried for far too long. Even though they may not yet feel completely ready to open their heart, the urge to express what they truly feel is becoming impossible to suppress. Every thought, every quiet moment, and every memory of you seems to remind them of the love they've tried to hide. They are beginning to realize that their heart has always belonged to you, even when they pretended otherwise. Your partner sees you as someone with whom they can have a stable, enduring, and emotionally fulfilling relationship. You represent a sense of peace and balance in their life, something that feels safe, reliable, and grounding amid all the chaos they've experienced. They look at you and see the potential for a genuine partnership, one that is built on trust, compassion, and mutual growth. Yet, at the same time, they are battling intense inner turmoil. They are overwhelmed by a mix of emotions, sadness, confusion, guilt, and regret, all of which stem from choices they made that hurt both you and themselves. Their mind may be clouded by pain and self-doubt, and their heart feels heavy with the burden of mistakes that can't be easily undone. These emotions are not only tied to your relationship but also to other challenges they've faced in life. They might be struggling with unresolved trauma, disappointment, or cycles of toxic patterns that have held them back from being their best self. Their current state feels like a storm of conflicting feelings. One moment they want to reach out to you, and the next they retreat in fear or shame. But even in their confusion, their instincts are quietly guiding them toward the truth, that you have not given up on them. They sense, perhaps even without you saying a word, that you still care, that somewhere in your heart, you still wish for things to get better between you. This silent knowing gives them hope, even on their darkest days. They often think about the times when you stood by them at their worst, when they were lost, angry, or broken, and you still chose to love them. You saw something in them worth believing in, even when they couldn't see it themselves. That kind of unconditional love left a deep imprint on their soul. It's something they cannot forget, no matter how far they've strayed. In reflecting on your patience and devotion, your partner feels an overwhelming sense of regret. They know they betrayed your trust, whether through lies, neglect, or by choosing other people or distractions over you. Every time they think about how they hurt you, their heart aches with remorse. The guilt eats away at them because they now understand the magnitude of what they lost, not just your love, but the emotional safety and acceptance that came with it. Now, they find themselves being pushed by life, almost spiritually guided, to confront these painful truths. They are being called to release the heavy karmic energy that has been clinging to them for years, the energy that stems from toxic habits, limiting beliefs, or third-party situations that only brought pain and confusion. This karmic cleansing is not easy. It often feels like the universe is forcing them to face the consequences of their past choices so they can finally heal and evolve. They might be losing people, jobs, or situations that no longer serve them, and though it hurts, it's part of their transformation. Deep down, they are beginning to see that this process is necessary if they ever want to return to you as a better, more honest, and emotionally available person. Your partner's heart is torn between the desire to rush toward you and the understanding that they first need to make peace with themselves. They know that love alone isn't enough, that true connection requires growth, accountability, and self-awareness. They want to reach a place where they can meet you on equal ground, where they can love you without fear, guilt, or emotional baggage. They dream of rebuilding trust and creating a future with you that feels pure and genuine. In their mind, they often imagine what it would be like to start over, to sit with you, look you in the eyes, and finally say everything they once held back. They long for that moment of truth, where they can confess the depth of their feelings and show you the person they've become through all the lessons and pain. Even though they may not express it outwardly right now, every small action they take is leading them closer to that confession. The distance between you, whether emotional or physical, is filled with unspoken words and lingering affection. They replay memories of you, your laughter, your warmth, your understanding, and it reminds them why they fell in love in the first place. You are not just a part of their past, you are the guiding light that continues to inspire their healing. They know that if they ever get the chance to make things right, they won't take it for granted again. Your partner's journey is one of rediscovery, of learning to love themselves enough to be capable of truly loving you. They are being guided to shed the weight of guilt, to forgive themselves, and to let go of the toxic energies that once clouded their heart. Only then can they step forward and reveal the love that has always been there, waiting to be expressed. Their confession may not come all at once, but when it does, it will be sincere, heartfelt, and filled with the truth of everything they've ever felt for you.